I'm Louise Harris from Last Research and Editing and Christian Marketing Experts. And this week on The Last Word, we're going to talk about press releases. This week, I will be speaking in front of the Virtual Networkers meeting on Wednesday. And in that meeting, I'm going to give a talk about what are press releases and how they can help businesses grow. So I figured I can start with a little preview today. So let's get started. What is a press release? A press release is a document that you send to the media that is print, broadcast, online, radio, television, magazines, newspapers, any kind of media except social media. You don't send press releases to social media. Although you could, but we'll get to that in a minute. And it's a document that tells the media editors, producers, assistant editors, assignment editors, what your news is and why they should be interested in your company. Now, what does it do for you? Well, first, it gives you brand awareness, because the more press releases you send out, the more they get to know who you are, and the more other people get to know who you are. It also provides publicity if an editor decides to run a story on your company and interview you. It provides publicity even without an interview or a long feature story. If they take your information, put it in a brief or a searchable calendar or a searchable what's new type of thing where they don't need to interview you, they can just use the info from the press release. And it also builds your authority in your industry, and it gives interview something to do. So something to write about, gives them ideas. In July and August, it's hard for editors to come up with ideas because there isn't a whole lot of news happening and people are on vacation. So sending out a press release in July and August is more likely to get picked up than if you send it out in September when they have a lot of things that they could cover. Now, how does it help you grow? Well, it's really an indirect thing. It will help you grow in the sense that more people will have heard about you, more people will see your information either in a brief or they will have heard a short bit on the radio, or they would have heard your interview. And then those people who heard it might tell other people, and so your brand awareness and your authority and your will grow. And as that grows, more people will search for you, and when they search for you, then you will have your business grow. So it is an indirect growth. It's not going to happen immediately. You would want to send press releases more than once. So if you have an event in April, then in May you want to maybe send a press release about your the follow-up of the event, and then in June you may want to send a press release about your second quarter profits. Or if you're hiring somebody new, you would want to send a press release about who you're hiring. All of those are ideas. You can also do a press release on a new product or service, and they will get the publicity that they deserve. Now, it is not 100% that you will get a story written about you, because they get a lot of press releases daily, and then there's news on the wire, but even if you don't get a story, the fact that you're sending it to them regularly helps them remember who you are, and then they will tell other people who you are. So it is important not to forget that there is this other option for free publicity when you're trying to grow your business. So not every kind of marketing has to cost you money. So you can use a press release even if you don't have a budget. You can just email it to them directly. Now, what I said about social media. Okay, after you send a press release to the general media, it's always good to post a link on your LinkedIn, or you could even post a whole article on LinkedIn, or you could post a link on Facebook to your press release that you should put on your website, because then it does become searchable, and then it's good new content for Google to find you. And again, it shows that you are a legitimate company because you're sending out press releases. And you could go to McDonald's website, and McDonald's will have a newsroom on its website, and it will have a whole list of press releases that it has sent out. So that is why you would want to put it on your social media, but it's not necessarily, it's something you would do after you send it to the media. Now, one more thing that I want to mention about press releases is that the format matters. You cannot send a press release in the wrong format and expect them to pick up. And also, you want to avoid those online press release services, because the editors really do not trust them. They think they're written by computers, and this also brings up the thing about AI. You do not want AI to write your press release, because the media do not want a computer-generated press release. They want something that has a human aspect to it. But it also has to be in the right format. It has to be an Associated Press format. If it is not in the right format, and they get 5 press releases in one day with the similar story, they're going to pick the one that was written correctly. And everybody else will get thrown into the trash bin or the delete file. So remember that when you're creating a press release. If you need help figuring it out, you can always ask me. Visit my website, www.lastresearchandediting.com, www.christianmarketingexperts.com. You can call 480-370-3945. You can send me an email with your questions, Louise at lastresearchandediting.com or Louise at christianmarketingexperts.com. If you're just interested in what to read this summer for your summer reading program, then buy some books at www.amazon.com/author/Louise Harris. I am working on 1776 Soldier. I am nearly done the second draft, and I am confident that I will get it out in September or October. So, thank you for watching. I hope that your businesses grow, and I'm telling you to have a great week and a wonderful day.